Hello everyone. Let me ask you a couple of questions. How many apples are there on a tree? And how much apple juice do you like to drink every day? So here I'm asking questions using the quantifiers much and many. And what's the difference between them? Well, here's the difference. How many apples are there in an apple tree? Apples is a noun that is a countable noun. That means you can actually count apples and you can actually assign them a number. So 5 apples, 6 apples, 10 apples, they are countable. And so when a noun is countable and in the plural, that's important, we will use many. So what about much? How much apple juice do you like to drink? Now here's a question. Apple juice. Is this something that you can count? Maybe not? No, you cannot really count juice. It's a liquid and it is uncountable. And hence I'm using much. So we use much with uncountable nouns. Nouns that by their nature cannot be counted and as a mass cannot be divided, like a juice. So let's talk a little bit about uncountable nouns for a minute. So an uncountable noun is a noun that cannot be counted. And we have 3 main types of uncountable nouns. The first one is when you are referring to a substance. A substance that could be a liquid. It could be something that is powdery, like sand, for example. It can be grainy or granular, like rice, like lentils. I suppose you could count rice, but really, no, it's so impractical. You just say you cannot count rice. So that's uncountable. Spaghetti is uncountable. If you have pudding, a chocolate pudding, it's a smooth, jelly-like mass. You cannot count the pudding. A few more examples. Rain, snow, cannot be counted. The second classification are abstract ideas. In English, abstract ideas are uncountable nouns as well. So for example, love, peace, jealousy, these are all basically abstract ideas and they are uncountable. They take much. So did you put much love in the cake that you baked, for example? Now the last one is when we have a collective noun or a mass noun. And a collective noun is like, I think of it as an umbrella term, within which you have all the different parts. So if I were to refer to furniture, that is a collective noun. So furniture is a collective noun and it's uncountable. However, the components are countable. So I don't have much furniture in my house, but I don't have many chairs, tables, sofas, okay? So those components are countable, and because I've just used many, they have to be plural as well. Another example of a collective noun is money. In English, you cannot count money. However, you can count the components inside the umbrella term. You can count your dollars, your cents, your euros, your pounds. So those are countable. So I don't have much money in my wallet, but at home I have many dollars. Again, I'm using many for dollars because A, it's countable, and B, it's in the plural. So that is the rule for much and many. When it comes to verb tense and using affirmative, negative, or interrogative, which is the question, with many, you can use many for affirmative. I have many friends. For the negative, I don't have many friends. And for the interrogative, the question form, do you have many friends? And because this is a plural noun, the verb that you use needs to be conjugated into the plural. So for example, there are many apples in the tree. There are has been conjugated into the plural. With much, however, firstly, it's not common in English to use much in the affirmative form. It's a little bit odd, it's not much used, so it's not really very good to say, I have much coffee. That's a no-no. You won't say that. If you want to use an uncountable noun in a positive sentence, then you are better off replacing much with a lot of, or lots of. So you're better off saying, I have a lot of money. I have lots of water. Just a quick aside, you can also use a lot of or lots of with countable nouns. So you can say, I have many courses to take this semester. You can also say, I have a lot of courses to take. So a lot of is easier, you can use it for both countable and uncountable. Coming back to much though. So having said that you should not use much in an affirmative sentence, you use it in the negative form. So for example, I don't have much coffee left. And to ask a question, do you have much coffee in your cup? So that overall is the rules between much and many. So now we're going to try an exercise to practice. And what we're going to have here is you're going to have a series of sentences with words that have been omitted, that are not in the sentence. And these words are essentially much or many. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to look at these sentences and to think about whether you should be inserting much or many, or maybe a lot of, or lots of. And after that, I will go over the answers with you. Are you ready now? Okay, so let us start. So you're going to have 6 sentences appearing on your screen. Are you ready for the answers? Number 1, I don't have many apples left. Number 2. How much coffee is in the pot? It's a question. Number 3. I don't have much time. Number 4. How many classes do you have today? There is a lot of or lots of rice in the cooker because I cannot really use much in an affirmative sentence. Many good ideas were mentioned in the meeting yesterday. Thanks very much for watching. I hope this video was useful to you. If you would like more content similar to this, please subscribe and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.